In this block, we will see how to make a search in Android Recycler view. So here we are adding the dependencies required for making an API call because we are passing the API and we are populating a recycler view here. So for which we are adding the retrofit dependencies and we are designing the view of the list view with a card view. So and also we are specifying a recycler view in our dependency. So the first thing is we are designing the row which we gonna display in the recycler view. So here I am considering the card view and I am only displaying the name, so I have specified only text view here. So inside the activity main we are considering only the recycler view with match parent height and width. So there are no any additional components available here in the screen. So let us see the implementation part now. So in the main activity extending app compat activity, here we have specified the object for search view and adapters. As we are making a search view for the list for the recycler view, here we need to add the action search in our menu. Here you need to add a folder in the resources. So here you need to name it as menu, inside which we are creating a file main.xml. So inside which we have added an item action underscore search to make a search applicable on our recycler view. And again you might also customize the design for the search view and you can directly take a search button instead of considering it in the app bar. So here we have declared our linear layout manager and assigned it to our recycler view here using Kotlin synthetic binding. So with the help of Kotlin synthetic binding we can directly attach our recycler view. Here you can see the ID for our recycler view. So with the help of the ID we are attaching it to the linear layout manager, and if you are having any query in this process, the link for the link of the tutorial for Kotlin synthetic binding is available in the description section below. So here we are initializing our adapter and also we are attaching our adapter to our recycler view, and here we are making an API call here. Let us see. So here we have initialized our retrofit API client. Here in the API client we have specified our base URL. Here you can see I have specified my base URL, and here I have provided the parameters for timeout and readout here, and I have also added an interceptor for providing a logging, and this is again an optional thing, you can remove it if you are not required. And here in the API interface I have provided a method for fetching the users here, and here it will be for fetching users here. So on successful response I am passing the data to the adapter class here, and later I am notifying the data. So let us see what's happening in the adapter class now. So the adapter class receives the list of users here, and for the first thing it will do is it will populate the data onto the screen using our view holder here. So with the help of view holder and the position we are passing the every individual name onto the screen of the recycler view. So now let us see the output. So here you can see the output, our data is being passed on to our recycler view, and here the search button which we have added to the app bar here. So how the search works here is like we have specified a get filter function here. So with the help of the get filter function, whenever you are trying to type any key, any value here, so for example I am going to type M. So you can see the names containing M will be populated here. So you can see M is there in all the three names here. So here the text which you have entered is being converted into lowercase and is being filtered through the data available, and the available search data is being added to a separate list and is being populated to our recycler view. So in this way our recycler view searchable is now searchable. So here every time we are clearing the data search list view here, so every time when we make a search the new data is being added to the data search and is being populated to our screen. And here is the model class using which we are parsing the data from the API. So here we are having only one variable which is name here, so we are getting only the name values from the API. So this is it for this tutorial on searchable recycler view, and the code for this tutorial is available in the description section below. And if you are having any queries in the implementation, do let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content.